Fred Salinas. He is coming. He is coming.
Will be followed by
Ms. Clark.
Good morning, Mayor. How are you doing?
I'm fine, Mr. Salinas.
I just woke up a little while ago, but it's okay. Good to see you last night, Mayor. I'm glad to see you and a lot of city councilmen.
Thank you.
Anyway, there's a little handout going out, and I've been listening to a lot of people talk about the flooding and everything, but I haven't heard any solutions. And hopefully, with this information I'm giving you, we might have some solutions later on. The first two documents really are two commercial properties that they built south of my home in Garden Villas. And if you look at the third page of the handout, which you'll probably get in a few minutes, it shows a direct line to Sims Bayou. So the water overflows in the retention ponds, and I think you know the area, Ms. Scales, on Airport and Copman, and the water goes right through the neighborhoods. So it's a possibility in the near future, because I think it already works. I think Councilmember Edwards was in a meeting, I think probably for the flood management group, and they talked about a tunnel, I believe, that goes under Kirby Drive. And that really helps the medical center where they're flooding. And of course, the medical center has been flooding since 1973 or worse. So all the water from the medical center now, what I understand, goes through this tunnel and goes to Brace Bayou. And it helps a whole lot. Possibly that's something you might want to look at in the future for other neighborhoods. The next handout is a project that's going to start pretty soon at Glenbrook Golf Course. It's a great project, I think, but the only thing they don't have that I can see on the master plan is any kind of retention. But the last page, Mayor, really bothers me, is that probably in the 70s or earlier, because I started playing at Glenbrook in 1960, and I think Councilman, and he's not here, Councilman Christie, he ran in a marathon, I think, or cross country back at Glenbrook in 1972, and I gave him a copy of that. He mentioned it many years ago, and I didn't believe it. But actually, Glenbrook, I believe, used to be a floodplain according to this map. And when we dug up Sims Bayou, I guess they didn't know where to put the dirt at, so they put it in the floodplain. I don't know if it was the right thing to do at the time or not. You can probably answer that. Maybe all of y'all can answer it. Is that the right thing to do, to take dirt from a bayou and put it on the floodplain? So what's going to happen in the near future, Glenbrook Valley, Garden Villas, Pecan Park, Meadowbrook, the land that used to be a floodplain is no longer a floodplain. The water's going to come into the bayou, and it's going to go into the neighborhoods. Now, I've only been flooded twice, during Allison and now during Harvey. My neighbor, there was a vacant lot next door to me, and my neighbor was going to build a house. So we couldn't wait for Chapter 19. I just told him, look, neighbor.
Thank you, sir.
Go ahead on and finish your point, Mr. Salinas.
I told my neighbor, which is a young man that now has 3 in his family, I says, build your house up. Build it up to the level of the street. And the first thing, being a good neighbor, he says, but I'm going to flood you out. I said, Mayor, I told him, I said, don't worry about me. I already got flooded with Allison, but I didn't know Harvey was coming down the road. And I don't know what's going to happen in the near future. So I'm just saying, I believe the area that we have as far as Glenbrook should return to a floodplain, and I don't mind if they build a garden on the floodplain. It's commercial property. But all the residents around there, they may get flooded, and we could probably prevent that. And this is really my whole point. If we have a floodplain, leave it a floodplain.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much.
Okay, let's see.